Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and attention deal! Yeah! Just what you need to play comfortably and with a good discount. This offer of the day is designed for you. Wow. Party container. Ooh, if I get one more, I get a guaranteed reward. Let's see, can I even get... I think I can get them for gold, right? Yeah. Alright, guys. I need to buy one. Here we go. One container. Boom. What's inside? Oh, I also need only one more for a guaranteed reward here. Here we go. Boom. I actually got a party cert. Isn't that like a super low drop chance? Wait, party certs are like super low drop chance. It's a, where's the other container? Here it is. Party certificate is a... Oh. No. Compensation for duplicates is a party certificate. Wait, does that mean I just keep getting party certs? Does that mean I'm... Wait a sec. Boom. Oh, okay. So I got gold. Oh, that was a big W. I spent 800 gold and got 4,200 in return. Actually, no, I got more than that. I got over 5,000. Or close to it. A little bit less than 5,000. But I also got some gold boosters, so that's a pretty big win, I gotta say. Party certificate is guaranteed after 11 golden party certs. 11 golden party certs. Oh, I guess that is a lot of gold, because you get one of them guaranteed for 6,000 gold, which means that you'd have to spend... Yeah, you'd have to spend a lot. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. Let's go. The track is working. What am I reading? Okay. Maid outfit Droodles will be on my body pillow. You never disappoint, Hannah. You never disappoint. Alright, what am I playing next? Or what am I playing in general? Nobody has a suggestion? I think I have 69 games in this tank, or no, 85. I have 3960 average damage. Let's try a game in the SPHT. See how it goes. And then I'll just play whatever you guys want to see played. Hello, Atomic. What am I reading? The chat. I know. Crazy, right? How did you get Channel 6 camo? Wargaming released it a couple weeks ago and I bought it. Pretty simple. 3, 2, 1. I do like the look of the SPHT. It's pretty cool. Hello, Atomic. G. Lee. Look at that, guys. I'm going 36. Isn't that crazy? I'm actually out-accelerating the Type 71. How you doing, Reaper? Nice to see you on the channel. Hello, would anybody like to poke? Well, we do have a tank. Ah, I'm spotted. There you go. 391, and then we back up. Good shot from the WZ. Good shot from our type. Well, we have the enemy type over here. Nice. Easy shot. Thing is, I obviously out DPM the Type 71, so as long as I chill here, I should be fine. There you go. He bounces me. Our team's not doing great, though. I will say. Our team is not doing too hot right now. There you go. 419. I don't want to be shot by the Type, so I'm going to back up for now. Alright, nice. There you go. How long was the camo in store for? I don't know. It wasn't that long. Nice shot into you. Let me reload for a few seconds. It's aiming on the type. There you go. See, this is what I mean. I don't understand why people are saying this tank's bad, or even mid, when it has a gun that rips out damage. And, like, sure, I have an E6 on my rear, but... Well, actually, I might be cooked now, because I don't have any team support, I don't think, but... I still have more health than this E6 by, like, a substantial amount. That's the funny part. There you go. He bounces me. Got another E6 on me now. I had the shot. It didn't want to pen. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep the E6, hopefully, out of my... Ah, dang. Didn't get the shell out. So, it took 2 E6s to kill me, and we're going to win. That's 4,292 damage. I don't really get, personally, where the people saying the tank is bad comes from. I mean, that E6 would have lost me if his buddy didn't come and save him. And not only that, but I literally dealt with everything. I'm not really sure where people are, why people are calling the tank bad. Your trip canceled? What do you mean, my trip? Yeah, I don't know. I enjoy it. Let's see. Is that an ace? I doubt it. No, it's a third class, because it's been played a lot. When I first played the vehicle, I had crazy stats. I mean, I still do. My average damage is probably now over 3,700, right? Ah, 3 damage off. 3 damage off. But, I've aced it a crap load of times. I have 41 mastery badges in the tank. I don't think I'm going to ace it anymore, because it was really easy to ace on day 1, but now that it's available for a while, it's obviously... It's not going to be nearly as easy to ace, but, yeah. Comp is AIDS. Why is everybody spamming the SP? Okay. Play the 168. Sure. I don't care. It's a piece of garbage, but it doesn't really affect me. Next update, it's getting buffed. So that's good. How should I counter the tier 11s? Well, judging that they're not released and we don't know what their stats are going to be, I can't really give you an answer there. Six SPHT strats? Yeah. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of SPHTs in comp. People keep forgetting that in like a month or less than a month, we're getting the calibrated shells change. And when that change occurs, we're going to be seeing the SPHT get even stronger because it's going to have better armor with enhanced. And then it's also going to have tanks struggling to pen it because of the heat pen nerfs all across the board. Like, the SPHT is going to be even stronger next update. Chieftain and 2 and 5B making its way into comp. I mean, the 2 and 5B's always been a comp choice. It's just a very, very solid heavy, and if you get it into a haul down position, it's always been great. However, what the hell is our team doing? DK will always be crap after the buffs. They're nerfing the reverse speed. I don't even know what they're doing. It shouldn't be in a tier 9. I mean, I don't have a problem with it being a tier 9, but like, why does it have such garbage stats? Like, it has no armor, no DPM, no mobility. At least next update it'll go 25, but even then, it still doesn't have armor. It's so stupid. No clue what Wargaming was thinking with this vehicle. There you go. But, at least against tier 8s we can do okay. It would have been cool if it had, like, 3,000 health or something. You know, that would have made it unique. But it doesn't really have health either. But, it hits hard with high explosive. 600 off that player. It's just so slow. Oh, I gotta bounce. Boom. I'm not sure where the Chimera's going. Interesting decision. Yeah, let me ram you. Really? That was it? I only did 100 damage. This thing weighs 180 tons. Or 170 tons. I know for a fact Peter's gonna diss you after the video you made. I mean, that's his choice. Okay, this gun, bro. If Peter wants to diss me because I disagreed with his opinion, then he probably shouldn't be posting videos, but I guess we'll see what happens. I don't really care. I mean, I've dealt with people trying to diss me for a very long time. The video wasn't against Peter. It's just, I don't know why in any world we would consider a tank with 3,500 health and 2,900 DPM bad, you know? It doesn't really make sense. This tank I can understand. This tank's garbage. Since Callie is getting nerfed and armor being buffed, wouldn't that be a buff and nerf for all tanks in a way? Technically, yes, but obviously heavies have more armor than mediums in general. Like, there's a couple mediums that are getting buffed. The SP, or not the SP, the E50M and the Lion, the Caro, you know, those vehicles running enhanced armor, especially with the heat pen nerfs, are going to make them much harder to pen. But at the same time, all mediums across the board are now not going to be able to penetrate an E100 turret frontally reliably. All mediums across the board are not going to be able to reliably cut through the front of a Type 71 or an IS-4 or really any heavy. So generally, it's going to be a big buff towards heavies in that regard. Heavies are obviously losing pen as well, but heavies generally have more pen than mediums, so they're not losing as much in that regard. BT7, really? E100? Sure, I'll play in the E100. I like the E100. The gun hits hard. I like the 15 centimeter more than the 12 centimeter, actually. I think it's more enjoyable. As always, bigger is better, right? IS-7, Kron, and a Celino. Action 10, sure. As always, if you guys want to see something specific played, donations are not required, but they will help out. Okay. Had to reply. Where is my BTSV review? Where's my $200? Now, this is not a great map for the E100. I will say that right now. Interesting decision from the bat chat to stop. Well, I guess 298's better than nothing, right? Our Chieftain is literally just sitting side on. Good job, Chieftain. You just bled all of your health for nothing. I don't really like driving the 100 to the hill. It's not a spot you ever want to go, but, you know, sometimes you gotta go. Let's see. I have 7 pokes. Nice 600 damage shot. However, the Tornvon is going to kind of get in my way here. I'm just going to wiggle my E100. The thing about the E100 is that it actually does have decent armor. A lot of people don't realize that, but it genuinely does have decent armor, and if you can use it properly, you can do pretty decent. I can't pen him anywhere. I'm going to try and hit him in the hatch. Oh my god. Well, there you go. That's gotta hurt. Okay, really, guys? Is this what we're doing? Like, holy garbage. Big T. Freaking move out of my way. Go. What are we doing, buddy? What a freaking bozo. I can't believe we HE penned the Kron in the hatch. See, guys? The Kron isn't good. The funnier part is that's actually Mike, the original Pramo caller, the guy who won, like, 10 seasons. Yeah, that's him. How the mighty have fallen. Well, we're over 3K. Holy HE shot. Yeah, it was a pretty big juicer, I gotta admit. We didn't do anything crazy, but we did our job. I'm gonna just try and splash right next to him. Dang, and then he pokes, bruh. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that you can actually HE the Kron in the roof. Like, I was obviously aiming for that, but I didn't fully expect it to hit. Not bad. 3,100 damage. We assisted a bit. What did I say I'd play? The Action 10? I can't lose a stream because I'm the #1 Droodles hater. Interesting. I 3-mark the KV Jr. That is a tank I won't be able to 3-mark because it's not fully equipped. Let me see. I wonder if Mike sold his account. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. He might have, because that's not very impressive stats. Alright, Action 10. I would do another session playing in the SPHT to, like, show that it's really good, but I don't really think I have to at this point. I mean, I've got 3,700 average in it, which I think is pretty good, especially for the NA server. Trying to just see. That's all good. Alright, that's fine. T44 is horrible. I want to see how you play it. I like the T44. Especially now that they buffed the 122. I think it's pretty enjoyable. E100 is low-key goated with a big gun. I agree. I think that a lot of people underestimate the E100 with the high-caliber gun. Don't get me wrong, having 3k DPM is great and all, but you sacrifice so much in terms of penetration, and you don't get high explosive alpha. I played the 100 yesterday and had 6,500 damage with the 12 centimeter. DPM is not the most important value in the game, and people refuse to accept that. They really do. They just refuse to accept it. Like, the most important value in the game is flexibility. If you're missing flexibility, it doesn't matter how good your gun is, you're going to be screwed. Imagine AMX 50B only having 5 degrees of gun depression. You're cooked. What are you going to do? Try to work a ridgeline, you get shot by everybody, and you can't even hit them in return, right? So, flexibility is always the most important thing possible. I do like this tank, though. The Action 10, I don't think it's as good as the Carnarvon anymore, but it's quick. It's got pretty good DPM and decent armor. SPHT is best to counter YOLOs? Yeah, 100%. Thing is, you can literally guarantee wins just by people playing poorly against you. I mean, you saw that game we played on Alpenstadt. Like, you have so much health that even when you get YOLO'd, it takes the enemy so long to kill you. That E6 tried YOLOing me, and the only reason he lived was because we had another E6, or he had another E6 come out and save him. That's the one problem with this tank, is the damage per shot. Oh, great. Yay. I don't really love that. I'm going to push over here. Okay. But nobody on our team's really doing anything. Let's see. The problem is I can't poke the... Yeah. What, really? Okay. Kind of frustrating, I won't lie. Ah! Okay. 0 damage HE in the side of a Scorpion. My bad, bro. As I was gonna say, the Action 10, like, it's a good tank and all, but the armor just doesn't really work on flat ground, and you kind of need that armor to do an effective job. It's easy to pen the M6. I just don't want that K2 to hit me as the... Yeah. I don't know, I'm playing pretty poor right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's my fault, but I'm playing very poor. Oh, they've platooning K2s. That makes more sense. Yeah, I may have thrown this game, I'm gonna be honest. Problem is, everything outtrades you in this tank. Like, not having, Okay, what are we doing, bro? Alright, well, he's dead at least. That's pretty good. And the other K2 missed me. Let me get that one in the lower plate. I mean, I'm doing alright, I guess. Scorpion hits him. I hit him. I have a feeling I'm going to get penned right through the roof. But I can back up and shoot him. Yeah. I don't actually... Oh, I guess he just went through my side at that angle. Oh, well. I definitely bled more health than I should have, which is on me. I'm hoping that this Borsig hits the shot. Oh, come on. Oh my god, bro. How do you screw that up? That's crazy. That's crazy. Bro actually may have thrown the game with that shot. That's pretty impressive. Okay, well, Scorpion kills the K2. And we still have the Shark. And we still have the Borsig. Borsig should go for the lightweight. It would be the wrong decision to go for this guy, but he's going to. Not sure why you would do that, but I guess it doesn't matter, because the lightweight's going to YOLO. Oh, skill. These are interesting players I'm watching here. Make your bets. What's going to happen? Good job. Please, Shark. Please just kill him. Or somebody, please. Scorpion G has a lot of armor, didn't you know? Yeah. We brought it back. I mean, 1800 isn't horrible. What even is the 3 mark? It's actually pretty high on this thing. But yeah, we brought it back. I did okay. Just, my armor did not work at all. The upper plate of this tank is not good, and as you saw, the M6 just literally went directly through me. That's why those vehicles are so dangerous, having so much penetration. Alright, I said I'd do the T-44. As always, if you guys want to see something specific played, donations are not required, but they will guarantee what you want to see played. I did find it interesting, though, in the video. I'm not sure how many of you watched my SPHT video, because it was 40 minutes of me, obviously, talking about the tank and everything, but what I found funny about the video was there were a fair amount of people. Obviously, whenever you make a video, the people that are negative are going to be the ones in the comment section, because people that are generally positive aren't going to say anything. They're just going to like the video and go on with the rest of their day. My video has like a 98% like ratio so far. But what I found interesting about all the people that tried disagreeing with my video was that instead of actually stating what I said was wrong and why it was wrong, all of them just said, "You're not as good of a player as Peter," or "You're not, you know, you're just egotistical, Droodles. You don't know what you're talking about. You only play in Platoon." Like, what? What does any of that have to do with me listing factual reasons to why I disagree with somebody's take? Like, you're not proving any... You're just literally proving me right, because instead of actually... I got some on the back of my head if you're wondering why I'm itching it. But yeah, instead of actually, like, making... I say it all the time. People that are wrong are unable to make an argument. The correct thing to do if you don't have anything to say is don't say something, right? I mean, if I disagreed with somebody's take on something, but I, you know, saw that they had a bunch of reasons to why they have a point of view, and I didn't have any arguments to prove them wrong, I wouldn't say anything in return. I would just go on with the rest of my day. But these people are so stupid that they sit there and they type a comment like, "Oh, Droodles, you're not as good as Peter. You'd lose in a 1v1. I'm like, wow, bro. That really makes my argument defeated, you know? Totally. You know, the argument of me saying the SPHT isn't a bad tank really has to do with me 1v1ing Peter. Like, when people make an argument like that, they've already lost. I've just never understood, like, the thought process of it to begin with. Pretty good start. 800 damage dealt right there. When people diss on someone, a lot of times it has nothing backing it. Oh, 100%. It's an ad hominem. That's exactly what it is. It's an ad hominem, where instead of actually making a valid argument, they go to insult, like, a 5th grader because they don't have anything to actually add to the conversation. People do it all the time. It's not hard to make a valid contribution to being a human being. I am willing to make an argument. In fact, anybody can quote this here, and you can go and clip it and put it anywhere you want. If somebody can prove me wrong about the SPHT, not on it being OP, just, you know, because I said the SPHT is a decent tank, anybody that wants to prove me wrong and say how my statement of the SPHT being a decent tank is wrong and incorrect, if you want to prove me wrong, and you have the ability to, I will give you 1,000 US dollars. I'm willing to make that big of a wager. Okay. They think you should have 100% win rate. Of course. Or apparently I'm not allowed to have friends. Thank you for the donation. That was definitely my favorite one, though, was people trying to tell me that I inflate my stats by platooning. I'm like, you are aware that platooning would lower my average damage, right? Like, you are aware of that. And I platoon with Wallet. It's not like I'm platooning with some 75%er. Like, Wallet's a decent player. You know, he can go like 60%-ish, but he's definitely not like crazy carrying battles. So it's just pretty funny the excuses people try to pull out. I don't want to be hit by that 50 TP. This guy, I don't really care. I'll just go right through your upper plate. I'm not really sure what the Type 59's game plan is anyway. That player I'm worried about. The SU-130, yeah, that's a scary tank. But the Type 59, not so much. Goodbye. Look at how hard this SU-130 wants to get me. Like, oh, you're gonna get me. Woo! So congrats, you chased me all the way over here. I'm gonna turn around, and I'm gonna shoot you before you even have the opportunity to hit me. Good job. Well, I'm up to 2,800 damage. As I said, the T-44 is pretty decent. I like the high alpha gun on it now. It's pretty good. Keep on going. Alright, aiming. Oh my god, thank you. Thanks. Thanks for blocking me. Oh, whoops. Oh, my bad. Yeah, my bad, bro. My bad. People are so oblivious in this game. There was this guy in your video that the ratio is a little off, and he was saying how stupid and clueless you were, and your content was bad. And I replied, give him an example of how it makes it. Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much for the donation. Appreciated. How's the RNG so far? Well, only played a couple games. Can I ban this guy? What am I reading? I need to show you guys this. Look at this. All right, you ready? So we got Liza. Hello, Gizmo. Hi. How are you doing? What you need? I am a digital artist and I'm doing some quick commissions at fairly low prices. If you're interested, I could show you some of my work. I have no money, sorry, but I'm not an expensive artist. I have no money, sorry. Then go work at McDonald's, otherwise take some time and commit suicide. What are you? Oh my god, these are real human beings. It's probably some like Indian with ChatGPT trying to frickin' you know, use ChatGPT to make money off of AI art. Okay. All right, what am I playing in? The YAG 88. All right. Insane business strategy. I'm gonna play the Snowstorm because it looks cooler. If I mark my Type 62, can I join Mystic? Mark it to your 10. Also, Arch probably going to be playing some Helldubers tonight if you want to join. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. I don't even know what I clicked. What a sane, mentally sound person, indeed. Okay. Thank you for the donations, though. I'm hungry. Any suggestion of what to eat? I'm not going to say it. But you know what I'm thinking, Anna. Alright, well, I'm going to go this way because we've got some teammates going this way. $50 to join Mystic. $1,000. Next time I'm here, I'll have a 3-mark tier 10. Very nice. The Jagdtiger 88 is a crazy good tank. It's got gun depression, great DPM, hull down capabilities, and it's actually not that slow. I mean, its power-to-weight ratio is horrible, but, you know, you can still get over 30 kilometers per hour. Oh, we got an AMX. There you go, 317. Okay. Problem was, I need to reposition over here where I have gun depression. If I can work this spot, I will be a lot better off. Or not. I don't understand. Why don't I have gun depression here? I feel like the 8... Is it 8 or 7 degrees this thing has? I feel like it should be enough. Okay. Annoying. Well, we have the tiger in the back. I'm just going to aim it on the tiger. Hello. Thank you for the health. You literally can't pen me, so I don't care what you do. And the tiger has no armor against me, so I don't really care what he does either. This is why, you know, haul-down tanks can be so dangerous, especially ones like this. Everybody always talks about the Yag Tiger being so strong, and this thing's literally just a Yag Tiger at tier 8. Nice. I'm actually shocked that that hit, but it did. So I'll take it. It's aiming on the side. Ooh, 475. That's a juicer. KV3 actually pens me. I'm surprised. Let's see. Let's go for the turret. Okay. This Tiger, too, is like a magnet. Every time I shoot at him, it just goes into the one spot I can't pen. It's pretty crazy. Alright, aiming. Okay. I will say, the gun on this vehicle can be quite troll. It's not troll, but it can be. I think that's the best way to describe it. Like, okay. This KV3's annoying. It's aiming on the Tiger. Boom, there you go, 279. We're doing stuff. Slowly but surely. Okay. Come on, game. Alright, well, there's a shot into the KV3 for 300. And I don't really think he can pen me. This gun depression is just so annoying in this spot. There we go. Nice. 429 HE. Bro thinks he can rush me. Yeah, I mean, we did our job. I'd say we did a pretty good job, actually. Oh, bro, I'm stuck on this stupid... There we go. Wanted to get that player out of the game. Much bigger threat. And goodbye. Yeah, this tank's pretty crazy. I got to admit. The Yag Tiger 88's pretty crazy. It's just the fact that you have so much DPM in this thing. I mean, you have gun depression, you have really good DPM. We aced it as well. This thing is a really low ace bar. I earned, like, 10 million credits when I played in the SPHT the other day. Maybe I shouldn't have donated the $170. All the freaks about to come out. I'm at work, so this will be my only donation. Yeah, there will be a lot of freaks coming out. I'm sure there's a lot of people who want to see Droodles in a maid outfit somehow. Trying to go for the FE2 and 5B. It's a good tank. It's just a very challenging tank. Head? You want to eat head, Hannah? Alright, well... I don't see any specific requests for donations, so I'm going to play in... I don't know. The Yag Panzer! Yeah! Somebody requested the Yag! Boom! Of the maid stream. I have my maid outfit from last year. I have it from last year, but I don't think people want to see the same one. It's literally just in my closet. Okay, I guess I'm playing the KV2 next, because everybody is spamming the KV2. Everybody wants to see the KV2 played. It's 854. Okay. Pretty horrible map. Also, Double Dog Dad, I'm not really sure what your comment was saying when you replied to me on the SPHT. You said that the statistics of the average player are saying the tank isn't good, and that you disagree with me. However, there are no statistics on the tank as it was just released, and we actually don't know what those stats are, so I'm not really sure where you actually got that from. I'm inclined to believe you may have made that up. Because there are no stats of the vehicle on Blitz stars yet, so I'm not really sure where you've gotten that idea from. If I don't win the SPHT, can I get the maid outfit? If you donate $100, I'll give you the maid outfit. Okay. Okay. I love the Hovry. It's such a fun tank, you know? And now he's just going to drive out and do it again. Yeah, I love the Hovry. It's so fun. Yeah, wow. Fall back? Yeah. Really? Really? I wasn't... Okay. Okay. Alright. Shut the fuck up. Yo, guys. Fall back! Like, are we retarded? Yeah, now bro's just crying. Well, I'm not going to do anything this game. Maybe if I'm lucky. No, of course not. Of course not. Don't think I forgot our video outfit plan. Oh, God. Yeah, this was a pretty horrible game, I gotta say. The Yag is not a good tank. It never has been a good tank. But the problem with the Yag is that it's so large, and you can't put it anywhere because everybody tunnels you. Okay. And the gun, honestly, should be more accurate than it is. It's very frustrating. But yeah, I'm literally gonna do nothing. This one I will blame the Yag for, 100%. This is the Yag's fault. I don't always blame the tank, but it's hard not to blame the tank this time. But I'm not dead, so there's that. I'm not dead. So large you can't put it anywhere? Yeah. I mean, the Yag isn't horrible. It's just, like, a map like this is so poorly designed. It's not designed for a tank like this. I just, the thing that really pisses me off about this tank, as I said, is the gun. The gun's not good, and it really doesn't make sense. That's the part that pisses me off. I can deal with the Yag not being well concealed and the armor being kind of mid. I can't deal with the fact that the tank sacrificing so much also has a gun that's literally hot garbage. Okay, well, I finally hit a shot. There you go. Okay, aiming, and boom. There you go, 843. And the Badger... No, nobody's gonna shoot him. Nobody's gonna help me. Okay. My life, bro. I have, like, 3 heavies just... I have 3 tanks over here that just sit and let him rush me. I actually did 1600, which is better than I expected. And, once again, people threw their game away to tunnel me, so they're probably gonna lose because of that. The Ag needs more hit points. I agree. I understand the conflicts of enjoyment between you and Peter, and I am very opinionated about it all. I mean, you can have an opinion. It's more I just don't understand what your comment meant. Like, I can pull it up. Let me go get your comments up. Your comment made literally 0 sense to me. I'll read it to chat, and I want chat to explain to me what this means. Where is it? Scrolling. Right here. I don't understand this. Blitz stars doesn't lie. Statistically, the top players get 4K or better average damage in nearly every single tier 10 tank. Currently, no one is honestly close to achieving and exceeding that. But we don't have any statistics of any other player apart from Peter and I. So, that's not true. And probably won't be able to even sustain that after the pen and armor change is coming, which will benefit super heavies like the mouse. Top players perform better in the mouse while also performing the role of soaking attention. That's also a statement that just isn't true. Nobody knows what the statistics of the SPHT are. So I don't understand where you're getting these claims from. That's like claiming the Ford F-150 is the best truck in America because I said so. You have no, there's no backing to these. Where did you get this statistic from? Top players perform better in the mouse. Who is the top players? Where are you getting this from? Blitzstars does not have stats on this vehicle right now, so I don't know how you're getting that idea. This is the most pay to lose tank right behind the BZT-70. You said it's not OP, but you're saying here that this is the worst tank in tier 10 after the BZT-70, which makes no sense. The 114 SP2 costs money and is hot garbage and flat worse than this tank in every way. Difference being the BZT is a meme tank. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're comparing a tank that's legitimately good and I'm winning and averaging good damage in to a BZT-70. In the end, Blitz Stars doesn't lie, and other similar tanks perform notably better in the hands of top players. This is all just statements that have no... This is like a Trump. This is like what Trump does. He goes on news and then makes a bunch of stuff up. You can't just say things without actually having something to back it up. We can go to Blitz Stars right now. There's no information on the tank. Go to players. It doesn't even work. Like, there's no statistics for me on this. Some people have said it works for them. I don't have any stats. I don't know why Blitzstars doesn't work for me. Maybe I can pull it up on my phone. Let me see if Blitzstars works on my phone. Blitzstars. Let me see. Players. Apply. Yeah, there's nothing. Like, Blitzstars doesn't work for me. I don't know if you guys are in the same situation, but Blitzstars doesn't work for me. People are just disagreeing for the sake of having something to argue about. Like, I don't have a problem if somebody wants to disagree with me, but you can't just, like, say a bunch of things and then none of that actually be true. I can't even get my Blitzstars player stats to work, so I don't know how people are even coming to the conclusion that there's certain tanks performing better than others. Is Blitzstars working for you guys? You have to refresh the page. Yeah, bro. Well, we've won every game so far. No, Blitzstar's not working. Yeah. Peter shows you his, you show yours. You can click on people in the battle and look at tank stats. Well, 2 people is not enough of a sample size, and there's like 100 plus people on every server that are considered the top, just because I'm not averaging 4K in it. And by the way, 3,700, which I am averaging, is like the top in the NA server for like what you're going to average anyway. Peter KekW's average damage in tier 10 is 3,800 this month. So while he does have vehicles with 4K average damage, that doesn't mean that every tank he plays has 4,000 average damage. His Lion, for example, only has like 3,600. So the point being, there are plenty of vehicles that you're going to perform better and under on. Trying to compare the damage farming capabilities of like an E6 and a Concept 1B to a Mouse or an E100 isn't realistic. It's legit working for me? Well, I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't work for me. Like, I've tried many times. I've reloaded the website. I can try again. Like, it doesn't work for me. I don't know what the problem with Blitzstars is, why it doesn't work. Maybe if I log in, it'll work. Let me set it to, let me try and log in really quickly. NA. I doubt it'll work, but I will try. Choose a linked... No. You're trying to log in... What? No. Log in, NA. Try again. No, I don't want to do... Bro. Blitzstars is being annoying. T100, thank you very much for the donation. I will do the T100. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell Blitzstars is trying to do. Error. Not found. What do you mean? What is wrong with Blitzstars? Bro, log in. NA. Is it going to let me log in this time, or is it just going to die? Create an account for North America. No, I have an account. I just want to... Bro. Blitzstars is... Alright, I'm going to try and log in on Google. Blitzstars is really annoying. Blitz stars. Alright, let me try this one. Thank you very much for the donations. Don't forget the KB2. Yeah, I got you, daddy. Freaking weirdo. Alright, let me try. Log in. NA. Now, this time it should let me. There we go. Okay, now I can do my email. Okay. Now I need my one-time password. Authenticator. And then that would be... I don't even... Oh, it's this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. Confirm. Okay, we're good. Use a VPN. Yeah, I could try that as well. Yeah, it literally doesn't work for me. I know, but if I try VPN, it's literally going to cancel the stream. So, I don't know what the problem with Blitzstars is. It literally, I can't see stats. I don't know what the problem is. NA? Like, I don't know what the issue is with Blitzstars. Blitzstars has been kind of garbage recently, I'm not going to lie. Oh, well, that doesn't help anyway. I see you guys couldn't see anything to begin with, but it doesn't matter. Blitzstars wasn't working to begin with. All right. What am I going to play in? It was the KV2, that's right. Should I sell my 114 SP2? No. Don't sell tanks. T100 LT. All right. Sounds good. AC Atlas single shot. I do actually think the single shot's better. Wargaming just needs to buff the on-move dispersion of the autoloader. When Concept 1B comes again to the market, I mean, it's been sold quite a few times. I say buddy, not daddy, but thanks. Then puts the frickin' hot thing. Well, you said you wanted my maid outfit, so... Or wants my sweaty maid outfit after I'm done molding and blitz. Didn't somebody donate for a dildo once? I swear somebody donated like $100 for me to buy Flossie a dildo. I swear. You forget the man's T100? Yeah, well, I said I'd do the KV2 first, so I'm doing the KV2. Is the Kron OP? Is it 2 OP? Yeah, the Kron needs to be nerfed. I don't really care about the enemy KV2. I want to nuke something. Oh, he fell back, bruh. What a lame battle. I'm not gonna do anything. Not me, but maybe next week I can do it. Do what? Donate for my outfit? Okay. He's gone. Wasn't a lot of damage, but he's gone. That's an expensive dildo. I wouldn't know. There we go. KV2 is a really stupid tank. I'd do that for free if I were you. Do what for free? Can you shoot missiles at people? No. You cannot. I need to HE him. Whatever. I'm just gonna AP standard. No point to risk it. However, my team is not doing great right now. I need to take... Oh, great. This isn't going well. You know what? I don't care if the SU-100Y shoots me. You're so freaking annoying. Get out of my game. Go away. People like that, Cromwell, think they can get away with whatever they want. And even if I die and I throw the game, I'm much happier, because I would have died either way. I'd much rather kill that Cromwell, just to piss him off. For the dildo? What do you want me to do? You want me to buy a dildo? Is that what you're saying, Chara? What do you... what are you saying? Either way, 1,700 damage. That's fine. I mean, it's a KV2. Alright, T100 LT. T100 LT. Is that the E70 tank destroyer? Huh? That's a Yag. What is going on? I'm not sure. Maybe. Okay, Chara. Okay. I'll buy you one. If somebody donates $100 in the next 10 minutes, I'll go and buy a dildo. I'm not using it, just so you're aware. I'll put it in my parents' shower. I'm not going to say anything. Put it there. Oh, am I spotted? No, I didn't think so. Well, not a huge amount of damage, but we penned him. No point then? Bruh. Are there any super religious people watching the stream? I'm curious. Does using a dildo count as being, like, gay? What do they... What is the line? Religion's very interesting in that regard. Like, what if she's wearing, you know, a strap-on? Is it gay? Well, at what point does it become gay? I'm so shocked that not only hit, but penned. That was like a 1 in a million. The T100 is such a silly tank. It really is. Okay. I've got to go all the way over here. All the way. Oh, there you go. Nice. Pretty bad roll, but it penned. There we go. 205? Bro, what are these rolls? At least we took him out of the game. That leopard really wants to tunnel me, dude. It's pretty impressive. Bro cannot help himself. He's like, oh my god, it's the rubles in the T100. 256? Doesn't this tank have like 300 alpha? Or like, it's close to, it's like 310, I think. Okay. What's going on here with my RNG, guys? What is this? I'm getting screwed. I had that one lucky shot, and now every shell I fire just doesn't like me. We still did 3k, so I can't really get mad, but I don't know what the heck my gun was doing. Is it a realistic looking or a very vague looking? I think that may factor in. I don't think that factors in. I'm going to be honest. I don't think that factors in. Can you get banned for showing a dildo on stream? I'm not sure. That one you're going to have to Google. I'm not sure what YouTube's rules and regulations are there. Women do that to men sometimes. I know. I'm religious, but I don't but I really don't care who does what. That doesn't affect me. It's not what I was asking. I'm not religious at all. I literally don't give a crap. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care who's doing what or who's doing who. It really doesn't affect me. The fact that there are certain parts of the world that do care is pretty tragic. Like, okay. Alright, anyway. What am I playing in next? I think those are the only donations, right? Yeah. I did the KV2 and the T100. Alright. T49, sure. Where is the T49? There it is. You can just use a cucumber. Are you talking from experience? There's a vending machine that sells dildos. Where? Why? I mean, I guess you don't have to, like, physically walk up to a person and be like, hey, I want this. What's your take on the LGBTQ community? I don't have a take, because I don't care. If people weren't terrible to other humans to begin with, you wouldn't need an LGBTQ community. You'd just have everybody doing their own thing. But unfortunately, because people are assholes and don't mind their own business, in certain parts of the world, you're still murdered for believing differently than others. So, I don't really care. Dang. ATAC because you missed dono. Did I? Alright. I will do the ATAC after. Chara calling me daddy is wild. I'm gonna HE you. Yeah. 900. God, that's huge. Good job, 54E1. Huh. Okay. 471. We have that juicy roll. And then we do 470? That's garbage. Well, I have the Hovery. The question is, will they actually support me? Good. Hovery kills him. Aiming. There you go. Then we have the Barask, and we love the fair and balanced Barask, getting away with literally whatever it wants. Yeah, is this what we're gonna do? We're gonna try and kill me, even though you just lost all of your health? Yeah, genius. This Hovery needs to actually do something. Oh, come on. That was garbage. Oh, I'm dead. This Hovery not moving was a bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Good job, Astro. Well, we should win. I did fine. 2,500 in a T49 is pretty good. You should buy the Trump phone. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to. It exists because people are treated worse, so they need the extra help. True. Yeah, I don't really think, I'll put it like this. I don't think there's many gay people out there that are horrible people, but I do think that there's a lot of religious people out there that are horrible people and use religion as a form of excuse to treat people horribly. That's how I look at it. There's quite a few people I know that are part of the LGBTQ community that live in countries like Egypt, and one of them I spoke to, I don't remember which country they lived in. It was some Middle Eastern country, and they literally, like, can't out themselves as being gay, because they have, like, the ability to be murdered, disowned from their family, and, like, just completely destroyed by the government, so... Those are the kind of, you know, religious zealots that believe what they're doing is good, and at the same time, they're totally fine with ruining somebody else's life. If you believe that somebody goes to hell when they die, then why is it your job to make their life hell on Earth? right? If you think that they're gonna get retribution when they die, then why are you making it your job to ruin their life while they're existing? Like, why is it human nature to just be the worst possible thing in existence? Islam kills more gays than any other religion. I'm pretty sure all Muslim, religions are pretty anti-gay. That's really the best way to say it. But generally, if you're not straight and you're in the Middle East, you're signing a death sentence. I remember Eco had some discussion with me about that. And I was like, listen, at the end of the day, you don't want to be gay and living in the Middle East. That's really as simple as it is. There's a lot of people out there who would be more than happy than to throw rocks at you or slit your throat, whatever it is. Anti-women, yeah, I mean, even women. Not even talking about men. I mean, hell, just being a woman, a lot of the countries, they try to restrict your abilities to read and go to school. It's literally segregation. Like, if you're a woman in a lot of Muslim countries, you're a second-class citizen. Like, I don't have a problem with people being Muslim, but I have a problem with the way they treat others around them that aren't Muslim. Also, good job, E50M. People who support Palestine would get murdered if they're LGBTQ. People that support Palestine are supporting the murder of innocent children. That's what they're supporting. People think that, like, when they say support Palestine, it's like the terrorists. That's not what it is. They're trying to support the people that are being affected by Israel and the events going on. And I mean, it's pretty hard to ignore the war crimes going on. I don't have a problem with countries wanting to stand their ground, but when you're literally murdering innocent poor people, then it's a bit of a different situation. Yeah, I knew that they would still have a TD camping back there. Our team's doing literally nothing. Our team is horrible. I do always find it funny, though, that the same question you always get when you talk about stuff like this is, are you gay, Droodles? Like, that's the most important thing to your mind. It's not anything about what I've talked about, not agreeing or disagreeing with the way that humans are treated. No, it's the question of knowing, am I gay? Like, really? That's the most important thing to you? Which also points out that, like, you genuinely don't care about anything that's actually being talked about because you're in a first world country that doesn't have to deal with those situations or events. So, it's kind of hypocritical when you think about it. Yeah, whatever. Didn't matter if I died or not. Games like this are just such a disappointment. We're all a little gay, especially with the HBS. I don't even know what that means. I'm gay for tanks. What? Well, we're doing the ATAC again, and hopefully we don't get a team like this one. Holy garbage, bro. Like, what are we doing? I'm not even, like, trying, and the team's still horrible. Absolutely horrible teams. It's not gay because femboys don't make him gay. Listen, if you're wearing socks, it's not gay. Anything but talking about the game. Well, there's nothing to talk about. What am I going to say? My teammates are all getting analed up the ass and are dead? Like, Blitz players are just so bad, and there's nothing important to talk about. You were talking about something. It's not your business. We are Muslim. We follow Allah and our order. We are not gay, so focus on your game. And the Jays are harem, and they destroy the society. No, I don't really think they do. I think the, like, 10% of people that are gay aren't destroying society. You can believe that, but believing that being gay makes you a bad person is genuinely, it's pretty sad. I don't know what to tell you. I would much rather be gay than be Muslim, honestly, because I would much rather live in a society of people that accept me for who I am than a society of people built on hate and war. That's how I look at it. Getting mad that somebody has a different point of view than you is the exact reason that this kind of thing happens. Alright, let's see. I'm not really sure what to do here. Our team is just all over the place. We got the 116. Are there so many more gay people in Europe? That's because Europe is a much more accepting country to beliefs versus other countries. Okay, gonna back up. I'm Christian. I too'd rather be gay than Muslim. I would much rather be somebody, like, here's the question to you. Does being gay hurt anyone? Like, that's the question you have to ask yourself. Does being gay hurt anyone? No. It literally hurts nobody. It doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect anybody around you. It doesn't hurt anyone. Does being Muslim hurt people? Well, if you have certain beliefs, I don't think all Muslim people are bad. I think that the vast majority of Muslim people are chill and they don't care what other people do. But there are also Muslim people that simply want anybody that's not Muslim to die, or simply want them to burn in hell because they don't accept their religion. The whole point of being human is to accept people for who they are. It's not to sit there and hate people because they're not you. Like, I hate to tell you, but there are billions of people on this earth that are not Muslim, and they are Catholic. Being Catholic, by your definition, is the exact same situation as being gay. You believe they go to hell, and that they're bad people because they don't believe in Allah. Like, that doesn't make sense. People can believe in different things and still be fine and be happy. According to the stats, 5 to 10% are LGBT from surveys. It's probably more. I think it was about 30% of people actually have beliefs. If you become a femboy, what kind of femboy would you like to be? What does that mean? What does that mean? Being gay really does not hurt anyone, but radical Islamism is a very dangerous belief system. Yeah, 100%. And I want to clarify again, I'm not saying that people are all radicalists that are Muslim, right? A lot of people like to do that. They like to watch your stream and they're like instantly thinking, oh my God, Droodles said this about Muslims. He thinks this about every single person. That's not the case. It's the same thing with Christians and Jewish people. I don't think the vast majority of people in Israel support what happened in Gaza. I don't think the vast majority of Catholics deserve other people should go to hell or whatever it is, right? My family is, like, not my family, but my grandparents are super, super religious. And they're huge fans of, like, Elton John. Like, being religious and making it control your life and your beliefs are two different things. You can live your life the same way you are today without hating on other people. But yet you choose to sit there and say how, oh, gay people are ruining the world. How? How are they ruining the world? You murdering people and beheading people because they have different beliefs than you, that's totally fine because it's in the name of Allah. But people just expressing themselves differently is a problem. How does that make sense? Right? How does that make sense? We murdered how many people? We murdered all the Native Americans and killed them if they didn't have the same beliefs that we did. We would literally murder them if they didn't accept our gods back when Columbus came to America. That's what Thanksgiving is, right? That's basically what we're celebrating during Thanksgiving, is like the murder of millions of Indians. Like, I don't think any religions are inherently good for society because it seems that religion generally leads to war. Bro, if you keep inviting me to Platoon, it's not gonna change. It's never gonna happen. Okay. Either way, I'm going to play in the... What should I play in? I'm going to play in the MBTB, because I got the camo for it. Other studies have shown less than 1% of people are attracted. Nah, it's more than 1%. If you... Let me go at chat GPT it. I don't want it to pop up on my Google. What percent of people are actually gay and some not saying they are? Let's see. Let's see what the realistic percentage. Okay, so 2 to 4% of adults identify as gay or lesbian. 5 to 10% report experiencing predominantly same-sex attraction at some point in their lives. If you include bisexual people, so a reasonable estimate is around 7 to 10% of adults have same-sex attraction. That's what it says. A reasonable guess. And it's probably more than that, honestly. It's probably more than that. Okay. Let me pull back up chat, though. I agree with your LGBTQ takes, but you need a huge rehearsal on American history. Good grief. Remix 20 different events in one sentence? What are you talking about? I'm just saying that Americans were not nice to the Indians, or whatever. Not Americans. We love high explosive. Whoever it was. It wasn't Americans, it was the Spanish, right? Vespucci America? Okay. Really? Alright. I'm not paying too much attention, but, like, the fact that this 60 TP gets rewarded for a play like that is pretty frustrating. That was a shit play on his part. This is why I mind my own business? Yeah. I mean, I don't really care if people disagree with what I say. At the end of the day, if there's somebody that's so religious that they can't deal with the fact that I'm accepting of other people, then that's their problem. Nice. The MBTB's a bop and a half. The stream is supposed to be gaming, not politics? It's not really politics, though, is it? Yeah, there's plenty of Muslim people I know that are totally chill, that don't hate others. I don't have a problem with Muslim people. Most Muslim people are genuinely totally chill. It's just a few bad eggs that make it bad for the rest. I can't hit him. Problem is they have the 183, and I know he tried to hit me because he splashed me with high explosive. There you go, 367. And goodbye. Criticism of religion is fine. Yeah. I mean, criticism of anything is fine, but it's not even criticism. It's just like, don't kill people and be kind to one another. Like, that's too hard to ask. I don't understand how that's a big ask. But unfortunately, the world we live in, being kind to others and not hurting each other is hard. Okay, there you go. Personally, if I were to be religious, like if I had to pick a religion, I would probably pick Hindu or Buddhism, because genuinely, Hindu and Buddhism is a pretty peaceful religion, right? You're accepting of other people, and you work on bettering yourself. That's what all religion should be. Bettering yourself, making yourself a better person, right? And if you believe in whatever Allah or God or whatever you believe in, and you believe that there's some higher power that you're going to meet when you die, then you should focus your energy on being a better person, not being a hateful person and hating other people because they believe differently than you. Someone donated for the Sheridan. You're right. I have to do the Sheridan. I forgot. My bad. Chara, I still don't know what the heck your donation was. If I were to be a femboy, what femboy would I be? What does that mean? I need you to give me some context clues here. Can you type and add some more context clues? Why not Christianity? Because I don't believe in God. Buddhism isn't really like believing in God, it's believing in reincarnation. The fact that if you do good deeds, you will be reincarnated into a better version of yourself. Spend your time spamming W. One sec. Gotta ruin that guy. Has anyone ever recognized you? No. Blitz is too small of a game. Ah, dang. What is the distinction between femboy and trans? It's a pretty obvious distinction. One person considers themselves female, born male, and one person considers themselves male, but feminine. That's really it's pretty different, to be honest. Wow. Wow. That's the worst RNG I've seen in years right there. That right there is the worst shot I've ever seen come out of a tank in a very long time. Wow. That was crazy how bad that was. That's insane. Does that mean you believe in the Big Bang? Not necessarily. I don't really understand the Big Bang. Obviously, nobody does, but, like, I've said this in the past. It doesn't really make sense to me how something can happen out of nothing. Now, I'm sure somebody will be like, well, that's why God made it all, but, like... One sec, I'll read your comment in a moment. A dominant femboy. But what I was saying is, like... Some people try to say a higher power created the universe because, you know, it doesn't make sense how the universe could exist without a higher power. And I get that. Some people say that, you know, the Big Bang created the universe. To me, what I don't understand is how anything came to exist at all. That's the part to me that's confusing about the universe, which nobody can explain. It doesn't matter what religion you believe in, what higher power you believe in. The thought process of the universe existing at all itself is like a catch-22. Because, like, if God exists, right? Well, how does God exist? That's the question. Like, for God to exist, something had to have existed for God to be there to begin with, if that makes sense. You know? And that's the thing that makes no sense to me. Like, you can't create something out of nothing, so I don't understand how something exists when there's literally nothing to begin with. Also, goodbye. Oh, the leopard killed me. Didn't matter anyway. Blitz is hella dry. This is what happens. Indeed. This chat is hell. You might reincarnate as a butterfly. Indeed. What are your thoughts on BBC femboys? Obviously a 10 out of 10, clearly. We're just saying all the things that keep me up at night. Indeed. Technically, the Big Bang only explained the clump of matter that exploded and stuff. We still don't understand the creation of things before. Yeah, exactly. Like, the Big Bang, I understand it created our universe. That makes sense. The Big Bang exploding and creating our universe that we live in. But it still doesn't make sense. There had to have been something before the Big Bang for the Big Bang to exist to begin with. There had to have been a universe before that. And for that universe to exist, there had to have been a universe before that. What doesn't make sense is that there has to be a certain point in time where something existed out of nothing. That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't matter how smart you are. It doesn't matter what religion you believe in. At some point, something in our universe had to exist out of literally nothing. or it was always there to begin with. But that doesn't make sense. How is something always there? How has the universe always existed, right? None of it makes sense. We will never understand it. Humans will never be at an intellectual level to understand the morality of the universe. It's just, none of it makes sense to me. It never will. It's one of those things that, like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, if you believe in God, just think about, how does God exist? And then you'll be stuck in the exact same situation as me. Like, if God exists, sure, I get it. But, like, why does God exist? And what itself would cause God to exist, right? That's the question you have to ask yourself. So, no matter where you come from, no matter what you believe in, if you start asking questions, you will never get to an answer because answers don't exist. The universe literally makes no sense. Please, Hori, please, I believe in you. Please, no, you suck! How are you a 3-mark player? How are you a 3-mark player? Yeah, Chara, I got you. Chara, I think I'd be a dominant femboy. The only explanation to something always existing is an everlasting God, which is the Christian God. That still doesn't make sense. Because God would have to exist to begin with. God, like, that still doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense. God has always existed, yeah, but that still doesn't make sense. Something can't just always exist. If I said this cup of water always existed, you'd say, well, no, it didn't. That's the same thing. Like, how can you say God just always existed? We have no proof of that. The only proof we have of a God to begin with is a book written like 500 years ago, or not 500, you know, whatever the year of the Bible being created. But on the scale of the universe existing, the Bible makes 0 sense itself. Like, the universe has existed for literally billions of years. There are 8 bajillion universes outside of our universe. It makes 0 sense that this little tiny planet in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of a tiny universe in 8,000 galaxies, has a god, and specifically chose that planet for us to exist on, and that planet to worship. None of it makes sense. Literally none of it. If a god were to exist in my... Also, this Hori is truly impressive. If a god were to exist in my point of view, then 90% of the things in the universe wouldn't need to exist. Why would God need to make space and time and all of these things around it? Why not just create Earth and that's it? Just have Earth. Why do we need the moon? Why does the moon need to affect the currents that are on Earth? Why does the sun exist? Right? Why does atoms exist? Why do atoms exist? And why did God create the ability to create a hydrogen bomb by separating atoms? Why is that something he would create? He allowed us the ability to do that. If you're believing in God, you also believe in the fact that he allowed us to create weapons of mass destruction and nuclear bombs. He created cancer and disease and suffering. Why? Why would you want that? Why would you want to believe in a God that created the ability to hurt? Why would you want that? Children that die at childbirth that weren't baptized technically go to hell. How does that make sense? None of it makes sense. It doesn't matter what argument anybody makes. None of the universe makes sense. Me saying that I worship the Sheridan is the same equivalence to me saying that the universe was created by an omnipotent being. How can you explain the Bible lining up over the course of hundreds of years across multiple authors? I don't know. People held on to it. The same way Hitler will be known for thousands of years. 10,000 years from now, Hitler will still be talked about. Right? Lay the IS-5, sure. God did that because Satan caused the first sin with Adam and Eve. Well, didn't Jesus die for our sins? Also, I don't understand. If Jesus died for our sins, does that mean sinning is fine? I don't understand that. Have a good one, Hannah. Dinosaurs never existed. Hollywood made and buried supposedly dinosaurs. Yeah, that's another one. Like, we obviously have skeletons and proof that dinosaurs existed. We obviously have archaeological proof that cavemen existed. And like the other question I have is like, what about people in China, right? The Chinese civilization has existed way longer than any other civilization, right? If Chinese, and let's just say Neanderthals, right? We have factual proof that like civilizations have existed before God, or not before God, but before the Bible. So if you believe in the Bible, my question to you is, does that mean every single person before the Bible was written just immediately went to hell? Because the belief in the Bible, the Christian, Catholic Bible, whatever, the belief is that if you don't believe in God and you don't accept Christianity, then you go to hell. That is true. It's in the Bible. If you don't accept the religion, you go to hell. Which means that if you were born before the Bible was written, or you lived in a part of the world that it doesn't exist, you automatically go to hell. Now, how is that fair? How does that make sense? At all. Right? I'm just saying, like, it doesn't really make sense. If there was a God, why wouldn't he make himself known? Why would he only appear in a burning bush 8,000 years ago and talk to Moses and then, like, never appear again? And, like, if I took drugs and said that I saw a burning bush speak to me, people would say, you're insane. So why is it when somebody 5,000 years ago writes they saw a burning bush speak to them, we say, wow, that's fact? Like, what? What are we talking about? Ancient Egyptian civilizations believed that they would die if they didn't, you know, if they didn't worship the god properly, they wouldn't get harvests. What we've learned now is that it was just droughts on the Nile and how it changed. God has always been, the Bible is just written after Christ. Yeah, but that doesn't really answer what I said. As I said, by the thought process of the Bible, every single person that was born in China before the Bible is written immediately goes to hell, with no opportunity to go to heaven because they don't know what Jesus is or what religion is, right? Even today, China is still majority an atheist, non-religious country. So, as I said, the question to you is, how is it fair that people like that, born into a society that don't know about God, didn't even have the chance to know what a God is, are punished for it in that thought process? You want to believe in a God that blindly punishes people because of where they were born? I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. I'm just being honest. Like, I have no problem with religion. I have no problem if you believe what you want to believe, but it's just hard to imagine that a god would do that. You would think a god would want all people to worship and believe in him, not just certain people. Does that make God racist towards Asians? Like, we did 3,500. I'm not really sure what I could have done here, to be honest. They could be saved because God has been known since the beginning of time. That's just not true. Asians have historically not believed in a god. Even today, Asians have not believed in a god. And not only that, but even before that, like, just, what about animals? Do animals exist simply to suffer and die in nature? Like, let's say a rat. What is a rat's existence? How does a rat believe in God? It doesn't. A rat exists, it dies, and that's its life cycle. It's the same thing for all bugs, cockroaches, mosquitoes, all animals that exist. Humans are apparently the only ones enlightened to believe in God. What about all other animals? What purpose do they serve? Do they just simply exist to suffer and die? Do they not exist at all? I'm just being honest. What happens to animals? What about the Neanderthals? Yeah, I mean, what about Neanderthals? I don't know. I'm just going to be, like, honest. What amount of debt required to tune today? Same as always, $3 a game. Like, I'm just being honest. As a person who comes from a family who has doctors in it, and lawyers, and people that think mathematically and logically, if you think about the universe, there is one single book written called the Bible that was written 10,000 years ago. If I went back in time and wrote a book and made up a bunch of crap, it's very likely that that book as well, if I had replaced it with the Bible, would have been what people follow today, right? But what we know for a fact is that science exists, and science has been continuously proven correct. Einstein made theories 100 years ago that are still being proven correct today. We've been able to understand atoms. We've been able to understand the universe and how it works, what everything around us is, how time and space works. There is so much evidence pointing towards there is no God versus there is a God. And that's not even mentioning the 15 billion different versions of religion. There's Catholics, there's Christians, there's what are the other ones? Mormons, there's the Amish, all off of the same book, believing 15 different things. Then there's the different versions of the Bible that all have different beliefs in them that every single country uses different versions of, right? So there's all of these different versions of the Bible that exist all over the place, all saying different things, and everybody's believing each one differently. If you're a Mormon, do you go to hell versus a Amish person? Do Amish people believe all other religions go to hell, even other forms of Christianity and Catholicism, right? If you think about it, it just doesn't make sense. That's the problem. I'd not come to listen to Charlie Kirk. Well, Charlie Kirk's the opposite of me. Okay. What am I going to play in? I don't have any donations. I'm going to do, we'll do 3 more games, then we'll call it today. 3 more games. I'll do the Sentinel, because somebody was asking. Einstein said he is open to a God existing, just not one that only concerns itself with human affairs, but the whole universe following laws and an ultimate destiny. Indeed. Mormons have such different beliefs than Christians. Indeed. They all, every single version of religion has different beliefs. That's the problem, as I said. Everybody believes something different, and they all believe they're going to the right place. How many Muslims are there? 3 billion or 2 billion Muslims? All Muslims believe that people who are Catholic and Christian go to hell. All Christians believe Muslims go to hell. All, every single religion, people believe you go to hell if you don't believe their version of it. It's just, I think George Carlin said it best. George Carlin said, even if you do believe in a God, and you do believe in your religion, the chance of your religion being right versus any other person's religion is so small. It's like a 1 in 10,000. So basically, even if you do believe in religion, you still have like a 1 in 10,000 chance of your religion being the one that's correct. So as George Carlin says, what's it hurt to just say no? The kids won yesterday. What? The kids won in yesterday was the Lord's Day. What? That's not English. What am I reading? It's quite literally the most complicated topic in all existence. Thousands of years of debates. I go with whatever is most plausible. Indeed. I'm not really sure what to do here. These teams I've been getting, by the way, are actually atrocious. They are atrocious. These are some of the worst teams. Like, religion aside, these are legitimately the worst teams I've seen in a very long time. Every single game I've played, I've been given garbage. I don't understand it. There's only so much I can do. I do like the Sentinel. It's a good tank, as we can see. The thing is, because you're an autoloader, you have the ability to out-damage vehicles that aren't autoloaders. 1 game tune. Alright, thank you for the donation. Appreciated. Like, the one thing I want to clarify is, obviously, even if I don't believe in religion, it doesn't really change my viewpoint on how other people believe in it. If you believe in religion, I'm not hating on you or anything. It's just genuine questions. Not really sure what this Skoda's doing. I'm also not really sure what our Lek Panzer's doing. Ah, yes, don't fire a standard shell. Allow him to shoot me for 500 damage because you're too stupid to fire AP. What are we doing, bro? My god. Just quit the game. If you're that bad that you're firing HE, just quit. That's really all I can say. As I said, this tank is very nice. We're already up to 3,000 damage, but holy garbage players, dude. These are, like, the worst players I've seen in a while. Really? Really? Do I believe aliens exist? Yes, I do. I believe that if our universe is infinite, which it seems to be, there's a very plausible situation of aliens existing throughout our universe. If aliens did, at some point, reach Earth, I'm pretty sure that would defeat all religion. Am I the only one who thinks FCPMM is back? No. I've been thinking that for a while, Arch. Why did you ignore my dono? I didn't see it. I will do all the donos. Your questions are extremely valid and respectable. As a Christian, they're the kind of questions I wished everyone asked. Indeed. I'll leave my closing statement as this. I would love to believe in a religion. People always think, like, atheists are, like, atheists just to prove everybody wrong or, like, to make a viewpoint. But it's not really the case. Like, obviously, I would love there to be a world where when I die, I get to live eternally happy and my soul can live on forever and in happiness, right? Like, obviously, everybody wants that. There's not a single person in existence that would be like, wow, I hope when I die, I live in eternal damnation. That's obviously not what anybody would want. But at the same time, it's hard to believe something when there's literally zero proof that a god exists apart from take my word on it, you know? The chance they find Earth before humans go extinct is near zero. Oh yeah, 100%. Earth has the perfect conditions for life. It's 1 in a million. Plus, the scale of the universe is so fast, the chances are nothing. I don't know what you mean the chances are nothing. I mean, if we're talking about aliens existing, the chances are definitely pretty high. If the universe exists in infinite... Oh, I didn't even see these donations. What the heck? I have tier 10 Hori. I didn't even see these. Sorry, guys. I was a little caught up in my thoughts there. My bad. I will do the Hori, and then I'll do Platoon with user not found. I need your account name. And Droodles rules. I need your account name. I'll do the ISU and 30 in that. I was the defender. Very nice. Bible's written by multiple independent witnesses in a long time span. I mean, maybe, but we don't know. Kisses your BDD? What does kisses to your BDD cheek mean? Have a good one, Chara. I have lag in this game.
Donated $4.99 through Super Chat.
But
you can almost bet Game of Thrones will be a religion after 500 to 1,000 years.
I agree. Oh, well.
Raven.
I just also have a hard time believing in a religion that's hateful towards others. Like, why do you go to hell for being gay? Like, a genuine question for anybody that's religious out there. What is the reason? Like, what logical sense does it make for you going to hell for being gay? You know? Okay. This game is trying to piss me off. I don't know what to say. Every single shot I'm firing is, like, purposefully missing. See, there is a guy. He's smiting me. Okay. How many shots can I fire for my gun to screw me over? Like, seriously. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know what to say, guys. Every shot I fired has screwed me over. It's pretty impressive, I have to be honest. And the lag isn't helping because I can't snap shots with the lag. Don't worry, though. My full health Kron, not really sure what he's been doing. Hey, I hit a shot! Yeah! There we go. Now, of course. Not really sure what the Atlas is doing, but I'm going to aim it on his turret. There you go. I mean, I don't know. The lag alone is not helping me, but my RNG specifically screwed me over in this game. It's more impressive that our Kron is losing, I have to say. My gun screwed me over at every single chance. Being gay, according to the Bible, is seen as a perversion of God's creation and the fact that he intended man and a woman to be together instead of same-gender relationships. Maybe. How much do I need to donate for you to buy a butt plug? I don't know. $50. Pretty bad teams. I gotta be honest, this is some of the worst teams I've seen in a while. Like, legitimately. We drawed the Sheridan game. The IS5 game I did 3,500, we lost. Like, these are the look at this team, bro. The Type 5's complaining about the team, yet bro did 0 damage. What do you mean? Do people misconstrue the gay thing in the Bible? Or is it a distinct thing clearly stated? I think it's distinctly stated. It's like, thou shalt not have same sex. I don't know. Let me see. What exactly does it say against being gay in the Bible? Here, I'll tell you exactly what it says. Bible contains a small number of passages that have traditionally been understood as addressing same-sex behavior. You shall not lie with a male. Yeah, here you go. Leviticus 18:22. You shall not lie with a male as with a woman. It is an abomination. If a man lies as with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Yes. Neither the sexually immoral nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor men who practice homosexuality. Yeah, I've known that in the past. Oh God, thank you for the donation. But yeah, essentially, in Catholic and Christians, if you're gay, technically you should be put to death. That's what the religion believes. If you actually go off of the book, you should be murdering gay people on the street. So, that kind of sums up the religion. All right. What am I have to platoon with somebody. Who am I platooning with? This is what the one thing you guys got to tell me your name when you want to platoon. Because now I got to find you. Now I got to find you. I don't even know. Oh, Muffin 12. I see. So you're this guy. All right, there you go. I don't remember who did Muffin donate for. User not found. That was the $6 one, right? Yeah. And then I have to do Droodles rules. All right. You realize text is from thousands of years ago. It's not normal to kill them in modern day Christianity. Well, I mean, I don't understand how the text being old changes what was written. Platoon with being long. The Bible says do not kill. Well, it does say do not kill, but it also says if a man, this is from Leviticus 20:13, if a man lies with a male as a woman, both of them have committed an abomination, they shall surely be put to death. I don't know what that means. It says these verses are part of the Mosaic law given to ancient Israel. Christians disagree on whether these laws remain binding today, since many other ceremonial and civil laws in Leviticus are generally not observed by Christians. So does that mean you're going against the Bible? I don't know. I don't really care. I'm pretty sure most people that honestly believe in Christianity and Catholicism and everything don't even know everything about the religion they're believing in. I'm sure there are things that would be considered a sin if they look somewhere. All right. I have to play in the ISU 130, so you got to play in tier 8. You better have a tier 8. I read a bit of the Bible once, but I don't remember. Weirdest thing is the idea that God is all-knowing and we are his creation, yet his creation can go to hell. God gave him that body and brain, so how is it his fault? As I've said, I'm always going to be atheist unless somehow God comes out of the ground and starts smiting people. It's going to stay that way. Hell can't be that bad. Can't be any worse than playing Blitz anyway. I already know what my hell would be. I'd be playing Blitz 24/7 until eternity. That would be my life. Forever and ever and ever. In the Bible, it's a sin to have sex before you marry. True. It's also a sin to touch yourself. And I'm sure all of you know what I'm talking about. And I'm sure most of you, even the religious ones, have been doing the dirty deed. Being gay in the early 1920s is totally different from what we think of gay. It literally said if you sleep with the same sex, it literally said if you sleep with somebody that's not a woman, you should be surely put to death. I'm not sure what part of that can be misrepresented. It's pretty clear cut and dry. Like, it's the same thing as Muslim. Like, it literally says if you have relations with the same sex, you should be put to death. It's the same thing. There's no way you can misinterpret it. It's not something that, like, oh, because it's old, it means something different. Like, it's like saying this cup is red and it's a red cup, and then you're like, no, you know, actually, because it's an old cup, it's blue. Like, you can't read in between the lines on that. It's pretty hard to misconstrue it. It's the Old Testament? Well, it doesn't mean anything to me. I don't know the difference between the New and the Old Testament. Why would God have to rewrite something if the first one was perfect? Listen, I'm going to start my own religion, and it's called the do whatever the hell you want as long as it doesn't hurt other people religion. In my religion, you can goon to all the femboys you want, and all the people you like, with no repercussions. And when we all die, we all get to visit on Epstein's Island for a party in the end. Okay. No. You have a point, it's just that the word gay did not exist, indeed. Gooning? Question mark. Alright, well, the T-77's not doing anything. He didn't rewrite the Old Testament in the New Testament, then... What? I don't know. I am joining your religion. See? I already have a follower. course it's Nemu. Yo, guys, who wants to join my religion? Okay, that was a perfect shot. That was literally a perfect shot. Yes, thank you. Thank you, AMX. Please slow me down. That shell could not have been more perfect. The game literally screwed me over. I mean, it doesn't matter. T-77 still cooked. The ISU 130 is a completely overpowered vehicle. You don't even have a shot, Bozo. What are you doing? How much are we tithing for the Church of Druids? I don't know. I think one goon daily. In the Bible. It says, thou shall play Quetzal. Oh my god. How many people are even watching the stream at this point? Let me see. I gotta... Is it this one? Live streaming. There's still 138 people... Wait. Is this the stream? No. There's 150 people watching it. Why? Alright. We get one more game. Do you have any hobbies except gaming? Gooning, of course. Alright. You wanted to do the 30B, so I'll play a tier 10 for you. I will do the E4. Who truly believes that woman comes from the rib of a man? Who's interested in Droodles merch? I'll make it. Listen, at the end of the day, how many... Let me just ask ChatGPT really quickly. How many religions there are? How many religions and different variations of religion are there? All right, let's see. So, there are... Anthropologists estimate that there are around 4,000 to 10,000 distinct religions that have existed or currently exist worldwide. So, Christianity has 45,000 denominations worldwide. What? So basically, if you're Christian, you have a 1 in 45,000 chance of what you believe to be correct. There you go. So you have... Have you gotten the AE Phase 1 yet? Because it's half the chance you have half the chance of getting the AE Phase 1 as you do your specific belief being correct. There you go. Can you stay aside? I didn't read the rest of it. So basically, yeah, you have a 1 in 45,000 chance if you're Christian of being correct. If you don't believe in Christianity, you have probably a 1 in 10,000 chance. So yeah, as I said, you have a higher chance of getting the AE Phase 1 than you do meeting God. There you go. Now, of course, people are going to tell me that what they believe in is correct, but you have no clue what you believe in is correct. And you won't know until eternal damnation. Also, I'm dead. There's literally nothing I can do about this. The entire enemy team is going to shoot me. Oh well, nothing I can do. I didn't think that the entire enemy team was going to YOLO here, but that's my fault to pushing too far out. Didn't think you all were going to YOLO. My bad, bro. I'll do another game because that wasn't really Muffin's fault. I just need to focus more. I'm not really paying attention right now. Will I go to hell if I goon to Droodles? Thank you for the donation, though, acknowledged. Yeah, that's, as I said, that's the one that George Carlin like always used to say, which always stuck with me, is like, even if you believe in God and you believe in Christianity, you have like a 1 in 40,000 chance of being correct on what you specifically believe in. I believe my religion is correct, but at the same time it scares me, all the other possibilities, and makes me question my life decisions. See? My recommendation to anybody that believes in any religion is just chill. Just chill. It doesn't matter what you believe in. At the end of the day, it's not going to make a difference. If you're a good person, then you should be rewarded after death. It doesn't matter if you're gay, trans, LGBTQ. It doesn't matter what part of the world you live in. It doesn't matter what you believe in. If there is an afterlife, and God truly is an all-knowing, all-loving being, then you shouldn't be punished for being a good human. Being gay doesn't make you a bad person any more than playing World of Tanks Blitz does.
At Game Jolt user 2025 donated $2 through Super Chat. Is the police worth to save up for?
Well, I didn't do 0, so I guess there's that. I still did better than somebody. That's pretty sad. Alright, we'll try one more. That was pretty sad. Is the Felice worth saving up for? Depends what you mean. Do you mean, like $100? How much money we talking to save up for? Unless you're born in Detroit. Now, what I think all of you should do is, because we're donating to the Cult of Droodles, everybody watching the stream needs to donate $50. If you do, I'll send you a cut piece of my maid outfit I wear on my next stream. E4 is just like E3 if it got its head chopped off. Interesting. If you live in New Jersey and New York, hell is on earth. Yeah, everybody believes wherever they live is hell. I can tell you for a fact that if there is a God, he smited me on the 4th of July. And just because of that, I'm not happy. There literally could not have been a worse storm to screw over my fireworks than on the 4th of July. Interesting. What if I can't donate? I'm only 13. Well, then you should probably stop saying sus comments as a 13-year-old. 620, that's a fosh. Not sure why you're sitting there in a fosh, to be totally real, but to each their own. Nice. The Cult of Goonals is now accepting patrons, indeed.
At the Black Shat Pack donated $2.79 through Super Chat. The Cult of GONLES is now accepting patrons.
Pen me. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. And the thing is, I have way more DPM than you, so... The thing that's interesting about the E4 is that it does actually have gun depression. I'm just going to shoot the Foch. That was a pretty nasty shot, I gotta say. That was a pretty nasty shot. Unfortunately, my 30B appears like he's cooked. Oh, come on, RNG. That shell went nowhere close to where I wanted it to. Wow, you really got me. Goodbye. This was a better game. I actually paid attention and did 3,600. It's not hard to do well in the E4. This is what I mean, though. Like, when people always try to say, like, oh, Droodles, you're not as good as Peter or, like, anybody. I'm like, brother, do you not watch my content? Like, do you not realize most of the time I play this game, I literally do not give a shit about Blitz? None of these battles I've been playing, I've been paying attention. Like, the only time I actually care about my stats is when I'm 3-marking a vehicle. And every single time I've 3-marked a tank, I've averaged over 4K. You can go look at every single 3-mark session I've had. You can literally tell I 3-marked the tank because I'll have like 40 games played in the vehicle or 50 games played in it. And it'll just be that. And it'll be like 4K average or like 80%. Like, at the end of the day, most of the time I play, I don't really pay attention. Is situational awareness the most important skill in this game? Yes, by far. If you have no situational awareness, you're going to do bad. All right. I appreciate the donations, Muffin. I didn't want to press chat, but I do appreciate the donation. How do... Oh, wait. I have to... I'm always the lead. All right. Now I have to platoon with Droodles Rules. Somebody that copied my account. Okay. Nice place you got in Arizona. I always love when people say this. Mind telling us why you would wish to be added to the sex offender registry? Like, I always find it funny because the people like this, they go, like, bro literally went out of his way to make an account, create a clan, and then message me this. But like, dude, you're the one living rent-free here. I don't care. I don't care. You can literally know where I live. I don't care. You know why? Let me show you why I don't care, okay? Let me show you. See this right here? This... Oh, wait, not this one. One sec, wrong one. One moment. Here we go. See this right here? This is a box, okay? And let me show you what's inside this box, okay? Let's pretend you know where I live and you're trying to, I don't know, threaten me, okay? Now let's pretend that you're trying to threaten me, okay? And then you're at my house, and then I pull this out and I shoot you and you die. The end. There's no happy story for you. Like, my office, which is where I am 90% of the day, has about 15 guns on the wall, and most of them are loaded. I really feel like when people make these comments, they don't realize that not only have I taken self-defense classes with firearms, but I literally go, like, shooting at the gun range every single week. I've spent more money on ammo than I have tanks monthly. Like, people are just so stupid. If you break into my house, especially in Arizona, castle doctrine law is a thing, go ahead. Thou shalt not kill. As I said, I am atheist. I do not care. And I will gladly go to jail for life if it means taking out a blitz player. 100%. 100% worth it. Alright. You're in a tier 8? Alright. It doesn't really matter to me. I don't think we have any donations for vehicles anyway. Guys, this is going to be the last game on stream. If you want to see something else played or you want to donate to Goon to me or something, give me money. If not, we're going to end it off after this. I'm going to play the Scorpion. In the church. In Droodles church, thou shalt kill autoloader mains. Yes, that will be added. My room is 1911 shotgun by door, M4 in case under bed. Indeed. Yeah, I always love when you get people like that. Like, oh, Droodles, you're a pedo. I'm like, I don't really care, dude. Sue me. Bring me to court. Go ahead. You're not going to. You're just living rent-free. Just make sure it's a 40%er. Yeah, like, these people are 40%ers. They're gonna miss every shot when they try hitting me. What happens if pirates steal your parcel? Well, they don't really do that. Because we're in a decent neighborhood. But even if somebody did, I'm pretty sure Amazon would refund it. We have a Ring doorbell, so, like, it would be on camera if somebody stole our package, and I'd just get a new one. Plus, they're literally just going to steal, like, a 30-foot-long dildo. No, I'm joking. I live in Australia, no guns, but I have an inland taipan? It's like the most freaking venomous snake. I'm assuming you don't have an actual one. I'm assuming you just mean in Australia you have them.
At Alex Choi 5,459 donated $1.99 through Super Chat. T343 please.
I should have HE'd him, but Honestly, I'm not even paying attention at this point. I'm literally spaced out. I need to stream more on my press account. Can we move out of my way? Thank you. Of course, he's gonna shoot me. Why do I hear that when I go inside the stream? 381 from a 460? That's garbage. They're gonna blame their gun if they miss you? Yeah. They won't be blaming it for long, though. I'm gonna paint the walls... 397! What is this RNG? Wargaming! 447. How many shots will it take for me to get an average roll? Okay. I am speed. I am speed. My damage. My damage. You're stealing my damage. What do you mean? What do you mean? There's no way this game is real. I hate this game. And then we low roll. I can't, bro. This game is not real. If I throw a can of soup at terminal velocity at someone's head and they die, technically the can killed them, not me. Listen, if I push somebody off a cliff, it's the sudden fall that kills them, not the push. 30 foot long, yeah. You're just jealous. All right, thank you for the, oh, you replied again. You would die from the recoil of your own gun. Oh no, I'm so worried. I'm not even in Arizona right now, you dumbass. I'm in Ohio, so you might as well get a ticket all the way back over here. And I live pretty close to the police station. Once again, I really don't care. These are the kind of people, guys. They literally prove the point, right? They try to say that I'm a horrible person, and then they do this. These are the kind of the people, right? He's watching my stream, so thank you for the ad revenue. And I have actually videos on my channel of me shooting the Desert Eagle. I hate to break it to you, but the recoil would be a lot harder hitting your face than it would my arm. But don't worry, I've got plenty of guns. So even if the Desert Eagle wasn't, you know, maybe if I didn't have access to the Desert Eagle, I could just use, I don't know, this one, or I don't know, this one. You know, maybe I could dual wield and, like, you know, pretend I'm playing COD as I'm taking you out, you know? Like, and I'm really worried, bro. I'm really scared. Ah. Yeah, these are the kind of people that pretend like they're these vigilantes and they're these good people. I don't care. Blitz isn't even my largest channel. I literally don't care. Just remember that it doesn't matter how old you are and how depraved and how jobless you are. I will always be rent-free in your mind. You will be sitting there thinking about me. No matter what, I will be winning. Okay. What's next? I have to play in the Vindicator. Okay. All right. All right, buddy. All right. Anyway, I'm going to do this really cool thing right here. Press block and goodbye. All right. I am going to play in the T-34-3. Oh, that's right. It's a tier 9 now. I forgot. I thought it was still a tier 8. Bro's like cute guns. You should see my shotguns I'm putting up on the wall. I do plan to get a 10 gauge. 10 gauge is pretty fun. But yeah, let's be real. That guy, as always, has no balls. Show up to my house. Go ahead. There are 4 people living in that house, all of which have owned guns, all of which have active access to the guns. So go ahead. Show up to the house. And by the way, saying that, oh, I'll show up while you sleep. Buddy, I don't sleep. A lot of the time, I'm up till 5 and 6 in the morning, and at that point, the other people in the house are already awake. So it would be pretty hard to break into my house without me knowing, let alone the alarm system and the security cameras. So go ahead. I am welcoming you to my house. See how well it goes for you. Until then, shut up, eat a dick, and don't speak to me again. Goodbye. See, your society is not safe when everyone has a gun, even a coward. Well, no, society's safe when I have guns. Unfortunately, America has so many guns that stupid people are allowed to have them. But I mean, you're also the same person that said all gay people should be murdered. So if you had a gun, you'd probably go and shoot gay people. So I can't say that society would be any better. In a perfect world, nobody should have guns. That's a fact. Doesn't matter if it's your God-given right to have guns. In a perfect world, if you could remove every single gun from every single household, it would be much better for society. Unfortunately, that will never happen because America has 500 million guns and 300 million residents. It's too, you know, it's expired. We are past our expiration date. Guns will always be in America. So at this point, you have to own guns to protect yourself in America because bad people have them. There's nothing you can do about it. But, as I said, like England, they do have stabbings every now and then, but it's not nearly as bad as these shootings we have. Also, I'm potentially screwed. Okay. Really? You hatched me, brug. Really? Really? Okay. I guess no matter what I do, these players are just the best, and they hit every shot, and they hatch me perfectly, and they're goats. I do like the 34-3. I'm not really sure why it exists as a tier 9, but yeah. I mean, I'm cooked still. I'm not really sure what to do here because I have the 7.52 in front of me. Now, he only has 1 shot, so I know he can't kill me, but it doesn't really change the fact that he's still here, and the Kampfpanzer's just YOLOing over. 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks behind me. Another 2 here. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why am I the only one doing something? And I did fine. I did 2,700. But, like, what are we doing? Are we this useless that nobody can move up and help me in your full freaking health heavies? Air gun? Oh, you have air guns. Here in Mexico, you find the head of a politician on top of a random car just in the middle of a street. Yeah, Mexico I wouldn't want to live in. No offense to your country. Mexico is one of the most beautiful countries in the entire world. I just wouldn't want to live in Mexico. Droodles, I made you rage. I just don't understand what these players are doing. A Cobra Via Fumar.
5459 donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Droodles, I made you rage.
One last tune? Alright. Sure. NA teammates are genuinely brain dead? Yeah, they are. Because of your response to love you are not... What? Because of your response to love, you are not my favorite YouTuber. Okay. Cool. I didn't ask. Why do people always feel the need to, like, tell you their opinions? I don't care. You're probably a 40%er. You are. My response to you, you're a 43%er throwing my games. Get out. Should I start a channel? No. Think you need a club and a concept? I think you're right. I'll be on very soon, Arch. if you want to play some Helldivers. Yo, are we tuning? Bitch! Now? Oh, now. Oh, bruh. Okay, fine. You're chill. You're chill. And to be fair, you are in Noob MM, so I'll give you credit. Once you get past Noob MM, though, I'm going to start being rougher on you. You got 1,500 games to get together. Okay, are we... You know, I'm going into a game without him. I'm going into a game in my Vindicator. If someone donates, $200, I'll do a whole shooting range video. What GPU do I have? I have a... on this computer, a 4070 Ti. On my main computer, a 4090. I do plan to upgrade at some point. Yeah, threats don't really mean anything to me. I don't really care about death threats or anything like that. It just doesn't mean anything to me. If you were gonna kill me, why would you announce to me that you're gonna kill me? Like, just do it, bro. Just do it. And, like, let's pretend even you did... Let's just pretend somehow you did kill me. You broke into my house when I was asleep. Somehow didn't wake up anybody, didn't alert the alarm system, and you murdered me. Okay, congrats. Now you're going to spend the rest of your life in jail over a Blitz YouTuber because you don't like his opinions. I'm still winning either way. Either way, I've won. You're spending the rest of your life in jail. If you think that you're going to evade authorities, you're moronic because, well, I mean, that's the kind of person that would kill somebody, the kind of person that thinks they would evade authorities. But you're not going to. All criminals get caught eventually. Even, like, the Golden Gate Killer got caught at... Oh, okay. All criminals get caught eventually. So, if you're willing to kill me, I won't know, because I'll be dead, so I won't really care. But you'll spend the rest of your life in jail, so I hope that's worth it for you. What a game. What a game we have unfolding here. Aiming. Oh my god. No, it penned! Yes, it penned! Haha! Oh my god, how did you miss that, Shkoda? That's so sad, my guy. Not really sure what to do, but we do have the Helsing in front of me, and I feel like pushing the Helsing would be the best play to make. Or not. Or I'm gonna do literally nothing, and there's gonna be a Type 62 on my rear. Oh, lame. Oh well. I did 900 damage. I'm just not really sure what else I could have done in this game, to be totally real. Pretty horrible team overall. Well, at least he's dead. Bounce me. If you bounce me, you're straight. Oh, I lived? But he's still gay because he didn't bounce me. Oh, I'm dead still. Goodbye. Sad part is I still probably did top on this team. This was a really bad team, as usual. $200 is what? 2 magazines of ammo? No. Depends what type of ammo you have. If you have a 9mm, it's 26 cents a round. If you have a Desert Eagle, it's like $1.30 a round. So it depends on what you're shooting. But you don't want to shoot a Desert Eagle for more than like 10 or 15 shots because it starts to hurt your arm. Thank you for the tune. I appreciate it. Alright. I think that was the last game. Indeed it was. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed today's live stream. If you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure to smash that subscribe button down below. We're going to end the stream off here, and apart from that, I'll probably be streaming tomorrow or whenever in the femboy outfit. So if you want to see that, I guess be there. Have a good one. Bye-bye.